Xfinity Comcast Wi-Fi boxes. Lots of you have them. Most of you may actually know this already, but I got to cover this because I got a request over the internet for this. So, someone with a Xfinity username and password types it in on their laptop outside your house, starts using your internet connection for something, and you get a knock on your door from the cops. Because that's a thing. Because Xfinity Comcast enabled a second Wi-Fi hotspot besides the one you have as your private Wi-Fi. And they want an all or nothing attitude about it because they do not want you turning that off because they are effectively selling your bandwidth as a public Wi-Fi hotspot. Okay, let that sink in, and remember how absolutely glorious Xfinity and Comcast are at never screwing anything up. By the way, if I tell you how to fix this, every time any excuse comes up for them to reset things back the way they want it, they will. So every month you need to go through and do these checks, depending on which one is able to work the way you want. And remember, nothing says Comcast and Xfinity like the all or nothing attitude of, we're going to take crap away from you if you keep us from breaking into your network. So here we go. First attempt. Get a Ethernet cable, which looks like a giant telephone cord. Plug it into port number 1, the Ethernet port, or LAN, LAN port number 1 on the Wi-Fi modem box from Xfinity. Plug the other end into your computer only if you have the big version of the telephone connector, aka the LAN or Ethernet connector cable. Type in this address to get into here, 10.0.0.1. That's the same thing as typing in Google or whatever. This is just typing in the actual IP address for the piece of equipment you just plugged into. It should give you this, and it'll have a short summary of what you have enabled, like the Ethernet and Wi-Fi, and MOCA isn't, whatever the hell MOCA is. And it'll also tell you what devices are connected in. And you need to type in the admin password, which is username admin, and password is password because, again, Xfinity and Comcast, I love your security. Now, the next page is one of 24 possible looking pages, but here we go. It might look like this. Or it might look like this. Anyway, here we go. Now, if you just want to kill off your ability to use Wi-Fi, said no one ever, all you have to do, if you even see this, is hit bridge mode enabled, which means it turns it into just an internet connection for the room, and then you have to plug something into that cable that you just used and have it be your Wi-Fi, because this all or nothing thing turns off every Wi-Fi component. Think that's kind of brutal and extreme? Think that shouldn't be the way it is? Of course you do, because that's sane. And unfortunately, all the answers after this point are gone. Nobody bothered doing exploration and finding out if there was a way to just surgically turn off the Comcast Xfinity Wi-Fi hotspot, but leaving your private Wi-Fi enabled. Here's the other one of them, and none of the videos on YouTube have you click anything other than that Wi-Fi box right here instead of Xfinity Network or something else. Just try to find anything other than all or nothing. So anyway, you can go into here and you can go into the Wi-Fi and turn it off entirely or change passwords or whatever. And again, they made it to where one of the antennas is dedicated to you having no control over what happens unless you're willing to sacrifice using any of the Wi-Fi. And yes, if you can figure out which antenna it is, you could just put a dummy on it, a dummy connector, and make it have a 1 meter max range and turn off their ability to pick it up anywhere. So screw you, Xfinity and Comcast. Maybe people should find out which one of the antennas is being used for this stupid mesh network you've enabled without asking and getting sued for, and then leave the other one for the rest of us. Or maybe someone should figure out how to flash these things and disable their ability to do that. But anyway, here we go. The next way that's suggested, and yes, it may be all or nothing, or it may just turn off the mesh network public Wi-Fi hotspot you have no power over. Go to xfinity.com and hit my account, wherever it is currently, because they'll change the page. You know they will. go in and type in your sign in for your email or username and password. And coinkedinkly, you can use those at your neighbor's house to break into their Wi-Fi if anything screws up on yours, because of course it always does, because it's Xfinity and Comcast. Then you hit My Services or wherever they're hiding this next. Xfinity Internet, and then Manage Your Home Hotspot. And then finally, in really blurry letters, you're able to hit Enable or Disable My Xfinity Wi-Fi Home Hotspot feature. Now that may refer to what we want to turn off, or it may actually refer to just killing off all your Wi-Fi. Now before you hit yes or no on that, bookmark the page so you don't have to go through this. It'll ask you for the password and login, and then you just hit the bookmark again and it'll take you to this page. Why do you need a bookmark? Because every few weeks they're going to reset it back to enabling it, because they don't want you to turn it off. Even if it ends up with you turning off what you want, they still don't want you to turn it off, even if you're willing to sacrifice all Wi-Fi ability, because they damn well want you to leave it on so they can sell your system and your connection and your security to other customers. Then you hit save, and it says I'm done. And after you click, anyway, this will be the next video I'm doing on why Firefox and every website on the planet needs to go to hell. So let's review. Comcast, Xfinity, giving away your bandwidth to anyone with a password and a login and the ability to get in, and trying to prevent you from doing just that, even though you could probably use a Wi-Fi antenna dummy load on one of the antennas and shoot it down well. Make sure you know which one it is, and unless you're a technician, it may be impossible. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and good luck with all that.